So you have copied the question, right? So first we have to look at the question. In the plate with a hole under plane stress, find deformed shape of the hole and determine the maximum stress. And he has given the Young's modulus 210 GPa and thickness he has given 1 mm and points ratio is given 0.3 and also has given the diameter of the circle. So in this we have to find two things. One is the displacement and one more is the maximum stress. So before that, we can look at this figure. So what all the things are there? You are having a rectangle. You are having a rectangle of so and so dimension. So that is 60 by 40, and also you are having a thickness of 1 mm. So and again you can look at the loading part. So he has given 200 Newton and it is distributed over all the nodes or over the length. If I apply 2000 Newton here and if I fix this one here generally, so you just see here you are having a component, I am just applying the force here. If I fix here, so what is the reaction I will get here usually?
Same, same as force, sir.
Same, but in the opposite direction, right?
Opposite direction.
So instead of giving both the sides force, if I give this side all degrees of freedom fixed, will I get the same force in opposite direction? I will get, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the main thing what we are using here. So it means we are giving loading only at one side and other side we are just fixing it. If we fix also, generally we will get the same reaction only we will get. Either we can give one side fixed, one side force, or else both the sides we can give the force. So no problem. Okay, now I will just go with the hyper mesh. Okay, now what is solver you are using? You are using with the OptiStruct. So I will give OK. So now firstly we have to go with the nodes. So first I will assume this one as a 0 and this one it is 60 comma 0 and this one it is 60 comma 40 and this one it is 0 comma 40. So now go to geometry, go to nodes. So first node by default I will give 0 0, create. So second node 60 comma 0, third node 60 comma 40 and last node it is 0 comma 40. So create, return. So I'll give fit here. Now you can see. So now what is the mid node? What the dimension? 60 by 2 it is 30, 40 by 2 it is 20. So I can create the nodes. So 30, 20, create, return. So after this, so go to the surfaces, go to the surfaces, go to the surfaces. So here you have to select the spline or filler, just click on it, and here you have to select the nodes only, which means we are not creating any lines, directly we are going with the nodes. So select nodes one by one. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, only you have to select the corner nodes and you just give create. So surface has been created. If you want to see the surface, you can click on the surface here. So now go to return. So now go to lines, go to lines. So here click on the circle option, that is circle, center and radius. Just click on this center. What is the radius? So it is 5. So here axis you have to select the z axis. So the reason is you can see the z axis is perpendicular to x and y. Just give create. Now you can see it has created a circle. Can you see the light line?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after this, so we have to delete the circle. For that, what you have to do? Surface edit, surface edit. So here trim with lines, which means circle you have created by the line method. Therefore, trim with lines. You click for the first surface, this is the surface, and you click for the free lines. So automatically it will say show whatever the lines available. So you just click on the green line. Now it has been selected, and it is normal to surface only. Just give trim. Now you can see the green line indicates it has been trimmed. So just go to return. So now you are just only trimmed, which means you are separated. Still you have not removed this. If you want to remove this, go to delete. Delete. You click on the surface. So click on the surface. This circle is the surface. Just delete. So now it has been deleted. So after this, now you have to go with the procedure. So what is the procedure? M, there is no H, M, P, C, L, L. So first is the materials. So go with the materials. So material name I will give it as a steel. So color it is asking, you can select any color. So it is isotropic, and it is asking for the card image. That is the mat one for static analysis or the linear analysis. Now give create edit. So what is the Young's modulus has given in the question? So 210 only. So let it be same. So new value 0.3, it is also same, and row value by default it will take for steel. Now you just go to return. So now M is over. Next you are going with the P, that is the property collector. So go to the property. So property name I will give. So what name I can give? It is just like a steel 1 I will give the property name, and color you can select, it is 2D only, and card image it is shell element. Material you have to select the previously created one, that is steel. So now also I have to give create edit. So thickness you have to define, it is 1 mm. So already it is 1 mm is there, let it be same. Go to return. So after this, I have to go with the component collector. So what I have to do now? So already component is there here. Just click on the component and just select the property, that is steel, and you can assign some color to it. You just give update. Go to return. So you have to check whether it has been assigned or not. How to check? Right click on the components here, left side, just give assign. So now it has not taken, means select once again the steel, the property it has been selected steel, you just give OK now. Now it has been assigned to steel. So now after all these things the next one is the load collector. So before you apply the load, what you have to do, you have to do the meshing part. So how to do the meshing part, just click function F12, function F12. So now before going to function F12, you have missed something. What it is? It is the washer. So where is the washer option? Go to quick edit, in geometry quick edit. So here washer split is there. You just click on the lines and I will select this, offset value again 5. So now the washer has been created. So go to return. So now after this, go to function F12, you select the inner one and you just give mesh. So now it is not good. What you have to do, just click on the numbers, just match inside and outside. So now it is good, right? If you still want to increase means you can increase it, no problem. Now you can see. So after this you click on the outer surface for meshing, just give return. So now again go to the meshing for the outer surface, just click for the outer surface, give the mesh. So the elements are bigger, so no problem. If you want to reduce, you can reduce the element size also, and give it to 3, recalculate, mesh. Now you can see. So you can vary this if you want still finer meshing. Just like this. This is how we can vary. So no problem. So go to return. So after meshing, what is the next thing? I have to apply the load. So now I have to go with the load collectors. So go to the load collector. The first one I will give SPC only, that is single point constraint, or else you can fixed. You just give create. And the second one I will give it as like a force. I will give it as a force and I will give some color to it. Create. So now you have created the load collectors. Now you have to give the loads, actual load. Go to analysis. So in load collector, make the fixed one as the current now. The fixed is current. So now go to the constraints. Go to the constraints. So now just click for all these nodes one by one. Just select all these nodes and give all degrees of freedom fixed, and you just give create. Now you can see the one side are fixed. Go to return. So now make the force as the current. Make the force as the current. So now you select the forces. So now you select this side. So what is the value as given? 2000 in the negative x-axis side. So I have to make this one as the negative 2000. Now you just give create. You can zoom this one to see the direction. Now you can see the direction. So now up to here is the loading part. Just go to return. So after loading part, what is the next thing? Is the load steps. The last one is the load steps. So now go with the load steps. So I'll give this one as the linear static analysis. You can select linear static. So now SPC, that is the fixed one. Load, that is the force. You just give create return. So this is the preprocessor part. Now you have to go to the solution. Go to the OptiStruct. So here you have to select all analysis memory by default. Just give OptiStruct. Just give yes. Just wait for the message. So now it is showing analysis completed. If it shows analysis completed, then only whatever the solution, the data you are given, that is correct. If it is showing some error, means the first error you have to check here itself in the component you are not assigned. That is the first error it will show. And the second error it will show like in the fixed boundary condition, there is option called fixed will come here. That fixed mark, it should be unchecked one. So after this, the analysis over. Just go to hyperview. Go to hyperview. So hyperview is the result window. Just wait for it. It will open the other window. Now you can see this is the hyper view window. So in this we are going with the contour plots, therefore select the contour. So what you want? Displacement, right? You just click for the displacement and the magnitude, just give apply. Now you can see what are the maximum displacement you are getting here. You just copy these results. So here you can see the maximum displacement, how much it is. It is showing like 1.526 10 power minus 1, which means 0.152 mm. If I give the loading both the side, means the same pattern you will get. This side red color is there, even that side also will get the red color. That is the only difference. So this is about the displacement. If you want to see the stress, what you have to do? Go to the element stress, 1 by 6, apply. Now you can see what are the maximum stress you are getting. That value also you have to copy. So how much it is? 9.25 10 power 2. So which means 925 Newton per mm square. Okay, now any doubts, or else you want me to repeat the same problem again?
No, sir.
How about yesterday's problem?